Shabbat Perek Tet, Mishnah Hey. Fifth Mishnah in the 9th chapter of Shabbat. We're returning to the halachot about how much minimum quantities of different materials you have to take out of from Reshuta Yachid to Reshuta Rabim in order to be chayav. So Mishnah says, "Amotzi eitzim." If you're trying to take sticks or wood, kedei lebashel beitzah kala. It's a minimum quantity in order to cook a small egg. We've actually seen this in a previous Mishnah that this is a minimum amount of firewood or of fuel you have to take out in order to cook a beitzah kala. We saw it with a quill. Remember we said when the quill was broken, then it became firewood. It is the same measurement. Kedei lebashel beitzah kala. Tvalin, spices. Kedei letabel beitzah kala. How much spices do you need in order to spice your egg? And it's not a lot of spices. Umitztarfin zaim zeh, and the different spices they can be combined with one another. So I've got pepper and garlic powder. They are mitztarfin. They can be combined to reach this minimum measurement. Klipe egozim. Klipe egozim are nutshells. Klipe rimonim, pomegranate shells. Istit upu'ah. I'm cheating here. Look at the English. Istit upu'ah are woad and madder. I have no idea what those things are. Istit is Neil in Arabic. It's a tseva. These are things that are used to dye. It's color blue. Pu'ah are grasses. That's red. So all of these things are different dyes. So how much do you need of these dyes in order to be chayav if you took them out? Enough in order to color a small cloth, a small piece in the svacha. Svacha, remember, was her cap, like this snood-like thing that a woman would wear. So if they would patch it, so how much would you need? How much dye would you need in order to patch this small patch at the top of her svacha, at the top of her like snoody thing? Okay. The Bartender says, Rosh Haspacha at the top of the cap, Shasuya Kekliya Notnim Ma'at Beged. They would put a little bit of cloth. They would put a little cloth at the top. Now, so we talked about wood, about fuel. We talked about spices. We talked about dyes. Now we talk about mei raglayim, urine, neter uborit, niter, borit, lye, kimonia ve'ashlag, Somalian earth and potash. So all of these things are things that are used in order to use as soap. So what's the minimum measurement of all of these things? It's similarly enough if they have, remember that beged katan, the small cloth at the top of the svacha. So all you need is enough soap, a tiny amount of soap in order to wash this small beged, this small cloth, this small area of cloth on top of the svacha. Rabbi Yehuda says, "Kedei lahavir ala ketem." It has to be enough in order to remove a stain. Okay, and the Bartender says, if you find in this beged, so I guess it's even smaller. Remember, the Mishnah says that if you have blood on a small cloth, then you use different items or use different materials to find out. So you have to use these different things to clean it, and if the blood comes out, then you know it's a certain kind of blood and not another kind of blood. So is that more or less than the Tanna Kama? Probably a little less, because it's a ketem and it's not cleaning the whole beged. Nonetheless, you're still talking about tiny amounts of soap or urine or what have you, of cleaning materials, solvents, in order to be chayav on hotza'ah from Reshuta Rabim to Reshuta Yachid. We'll stop here. As always, we'll dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. If you have any questions, email me at rspolter@gmail.com. Have a good day.